Hi guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Today we are looking at Ecclesiastes Chapter 1. Thank you so much for being here and starting this journey with me. So Ecclesiastes only has 12 chapters and today is the beginning of this journey. So I'm going to be reading this chapter from the New Living Translation, and then I'm going to just give what the insights and then and the points that come to my mind even as I read this chapter and what it is I feel the Lord is speaking to me about this chapter. So this is what it says. These are the words of the teacher, King David's son, who ruled in Jerusalem. Everything is meaningless, says the teacher, completely meaningless. What do people get for all their hard work under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth never changes. The sun rises and the sun sets, then hurries around to rise again. The wind blows south and then returns north. Around and around it goes, blowing in circles. Rivers run into seas, but the seas are never full. But the water returns again to the rivers and flows out again to the sea. Everything is wearisome beyond description. No matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. That's the key notes of this. That no matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. No matter how much we hear, we are not content. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Sometimes people say, here is something new, but actually it is old and nothing is ever truly new. We don't remember what happened in the past, and in the future generations, no one will remember what we are doing now. I, the teacher, was king of Israel and I lived in Jerusalem. I devoted myself to search for understanding and to explore by wisdom everything being done under the heaven. I devoted myself to searching for understanding and to explore by wisdom everything being done under heaven. That's verse 13. I soon discovered that God has dealt a tragic existence to the human race. I observed everything going on under the earth, under the sun, and really it is all meaningless, like chasing the wind. What is wrong cannot be made right. What is missing cannot be recovered. I said to myself, look, I am wiser than any of the kings who ruled Jerusalem before me. I have greater wisdom and knowledge than any of them. So I set out to learn everything from wisdom to madness and folly. But I learned firsthand that pursuing all this is like chasing the wind. The greater my wisdom, the greater my grief. To increase wisdom only increases sorrow. Wow. So you see, the thing is, if I was to title this chapter, I would title it Dissatisfaction. Something happens to every human being along the way that leads to dissatisfaction. Sometimes it just starts from simple childhood wantings. Like, even if you have all the toys, you are not dissatisfied until you have that specific toy that you saw in the supermarket, or that Spider-Man or Barbie doll school bag. Then it graduates to a bicycle, then to a specific boarding school. Then it becomes these kinds of cool clothing. Then the dissatisfaction comes to the attention of a boy or a girl. Then it keeps graduating and graduating to getting into this specific university, finding internship in this specific company, and you feel like you cannot be satisfied until these things happen. Getting a job that pays a certain amount of money, moving out of your parents' house, it graduates to getting a car, getting married, getting a child, and the list of things that we attach our satisfaction goes on and on. And the worst thing of it, or the saddest part of this, is that even when we attain those things that we attach satisfaction to, we still find other things to attach satisfaction to. We are only content for a very short period of time. Solomon lived a life of supernatural wisdom. But we still see that in this chapter, in verse 13, he devoted himself to searching for understanding and to explore by wisdom everything being done under the sun. Why? Was he not satisfied with the wisdom he already had? Because when I first read this, it's almost contrary to the previous book of Proverbs, where we are persuaded to seek wisdom. But you see, for Solomon, it was different because he already had supernatural wisdom. Yet he felt the frustration that there were some things that were not yet revealed to him. There's a quote that says that God has created each one of us with a piece of our hearts missing. A piece that we cannot find on this side of the earth. But we can only find by finding Him. We can only find that missing part in God. It seems very likely that God put men in a world of revolving vanity in order to help them realize that no lifestyle, no pleasure, no accomplishment, no wealth, no relationship, no power, no earthly feeling will ever complete us. It is very likely that God actually put us in this world so that we can revolve around vanity over vanity over vanity over vanity, trying to find this thing that would complete us until we get to a point where we actually realize that it doesn't matter what we do. If we don't do it in Christ, we will never find completeness. We will never be satisfied. I keep feeling bad when people who are rich says, you know what, the best gift the best thing you can have in life is health, or the best thing you can have in life is... I'm like, yeah, give me your money first. You're saying that because you have money, But it's because they have actually gone around vanity over vanity over vanity, only for them to realize that the only peace that exists is in God. The only satisfaction and contentment and purpose that only exists in God. God never intended for us to be content with the earth. He never wanted us to make this place our home and to declare our souls satisfied with these small but very temporary joys. He wanted us to search out what our souls are craving, something lasting, something more glorious, a relationship with Him, where we place our faith in Him and keep His commands, and only then can we find contentment on earth and within our hearts. So it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. I'm not saying stop doing it, but do it while you are in the Lord. Otherwise, you will do all that. You will achieve all that wealth. You will achieve all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the accomplishments, all the relationships, and you will still not be content. There will still be something within you that is missing. My prayer for all of us is that we would pursue a relationship with God, that we would place our faith in Him, that we would keep His commandments, and only then will we find contentment in our work. Will we find contentment in the menial things that we do, activities of this world? Because no other place will we find completement and satisfaction. Thank you so much for listening, and see you tomorrow.